6 years ago today, our life changed when we were told that Cooper was deaf. At the time, I always thought like October 18th would be a hard day, and it's not. Thinking back to that day, I don't think I've ever really told the story of it. So when Cooper was born, he was born with a big patch of white hair, the rest was dark. He referred on his newborn screening test, which basically means that he did not pass. Within the first 3 weeks of his life, we were told that Waardenburg syndrome can actually be the cause for that white hair. And I started researching and everything just clicked into place at that point. In my mom gut, I knew at that point, that was our diagnosis. I knew my baby couldn't hear. He had never responded to anything. I had played music directly next to his ear. Maybe that's bad to admit, but I wanted to see if there was some sort of reaction. And there was nothing. Going into that appointment on October 18th, which was the auditory brainstem response, that is a 2-hour-long test. They really encourage you to hold off on feeding or letting the baby sleep so that they're tired and crabby essentially and sleep through it. It was an excruciating 2 hours. You could tell that the audiologists were seeing things and knowing kind of where we were at and seeing results, but we just had to sit there. Eventually, they came back in the room and they said, I'm sorry, but we got no response. My stomach just sank in that moment. I think even though I knew that we were dealing with a degree of hearing loss, I think I was holding on to hope that it was moderate or would improve over time. In retrospect, I'm glad that wasn't the case because it gave us a clear path forward. Being told that essentially a jet plane could take off next to our child and he wouldn't hear it was terrifying as two people who grew up in hearing culture. We left the children's hospital just kind of in shock. Brandon drove us to my parents and I just collapsed on the couch, the same couch where I collapsed and sobbed when I found out I was pregnant. Had finally wrapped my head around that aspect, and here I was back on that couch sobbing because of something that was beyond my control and terrifying. My parents know me. My mom even said to me that day, "You'll handle this how you handle everything. You'll learn and you'll pull yourself up and you will become an advocate and help other people." And at the time, that was just unfathomable. I was just told my baby can't hear me. He might not be able to ever hear me. He might not speak the same language as me. I don't know the language that he could speak instead because I've never learned ASL. It was just all these things. And there was so much grief. And I think that's what people don't talk about with the diagnosis sometimes, because you have a healthy baby. You have a baby that is, by all accounts, healthy. They just can't hear. It's there's a sense of guilt to grieve that because there's a lot of people who would really want to be in that position. The whole day, the following days, every part of it was just hard. And I think it's easy to kind of come into our journey now and see where we are and think that it's always been handled with a calm approach and grace and an understanding that everything would be okay. And that's not the case. We had those early days that were hard to get through. And I remember somebody telling me, one day you'll look back and you won't change a thing even if you could. This will be such a part of your child and what makes them who they are. And at the time that was unfathomable to me. What do you mean I wouldn't change this? His life would be so much easier if I could change this. And I can truly say, I could have said this a few years ago too, I would not change a single thing even if I had that power, because so much of who Cooper is has become that because he is deaf, because he has the ability to both view and hear and take in the world the way that he does, because he has access to 2 languages. He blows my mind every day. And there are so many silver linings in this journey, so many things I didn't know that I would find beautiful. Every time he signs, he's 6 now. Every time he signs, my heart explodes because I didn't know if he would ever start to embrace sign language. Every time a big word rolls out of his mouth, I just am oh my gosh, this is my deaf child pronouncing this word and using it in the correct context. He reads full pages of my books. He is just smart and observant. He's just Coop. And Cooper is deaf. All I'm saying is, if you are in the beginning stages of this journey or any similar journey, any unexpected diagnosis, just know that there is a community out there that will embrace you and people who have walked the same path as you and understand and remember those feelings. And truly, social media has been such an incredible part of this journey. I think every day I just feel incredibly lucky that not only do I get to wake up and have a job that I love when it comes to, content creation, but also to be a little piece of somebody else's journey in getting to this point where they truly wouldn't change anything.